Hey guys, how y'all doing? This is OV Transport Guy. I believe this is going to be episode 8. So today was a very good day, and today I got a chance to speak about my business with transportation services, uh, and it went really, really well. The people reached out to me. I've been waiting for a couple of months, and hey, you know what? November 19th, 2025, baby. we rocking, right? So I got a chance to do that. And one of the reasons why I want to share this ultimately is this. So for you guys that are going into your own business, whether it's driving or not, the one thing that you want to do is try to get into a good committee, try to get into an organization that is for business, entrepreneurship, small business, however that works. And there's kind of a list on what that looks like because entrepreneurship, when you're engaging in that, is everything from minorities to Hispanic to international, obviously the small business, veterans owned, women owned, black owned, all that stuff is in a category of small business entrepreneurship. These are good things that you want to align yourself with. That way, you know, if you're talking about trying to get into grants or just need some mentorship and stuff like that, that's one of the things you want to do. So again, getting into a community, especially if you're in a small community somewhere, even if you're with, HOA, stuff like that, obviously you want to be mindful of certain things of which organization you're in, but they support, your business, they welcome you, and like this particular one is free for me. And I've actually involved in some more things to where I just kind of travel around to get my business, out there among many things. So that's one of the things that I do. Uh, so what does that look like? Okay, so for example, I'm in transportation with seniors, veterans, special needs. So by default, I'm going to go to places where the elder is going to be at retirement centers, nursing home, patient care places, veterans locations, stuff like that. Within a market or the area that I'm trying to work in, right? Uh, Among many other things, uh, I do that. I also, the committees know these areas, these places, locations, and stuff. Like I do this, in College Station, for example. So they have their own stuff. It's worth investing into if you're able to, because I find that a lot of people can know the business nature can you know set you up with the right people at the right time, and all it takes is to be hurt by that one person, and that's something that you want to make sure you push your goal to finding that right person. That's why every person that you drive for, that you take care of, whatever business you're in, you've got to treat them with dignity, respect, and you should anyway, regardless whether you business deal or not. It's just you need to be able to socialize whomever they are, whether they are up high or up low, whether they thug life or eloquent, whatever the case is. You need to be able to engage with people because all it takes is that one individual to get you where you need to be, or at least point you in the right direction. I have learned in my time of driving for people, uh, that one individual. This is exactly why I use other rideshare organizations, live the land of different people, what to look for, what to hear about. So, in every sense of the word, I am not only entrepreneurship, but I am engaging the public. So, and that's one of the things that I'm going to do. For me to be able to do what I do, I have to engage in the public. And I think having a committee and getting involved in some organizations around where you work at, get to know people, uh, listen to what they talk about, ask the questions. And this is another thing too, guys, that you want to consider when you are with somebody, whether you're driving them, whatever the case is, and they're talking about their job, their career. You'll find that a lot of people, especially if they're a person of standard, meaning that they got a lot going for them. Let me just say that and not dismiss anybody else. You'd be surprised the conversations you have that you might learn and that you might want to get yourself involved too or answer questions. That's the beauty about, entrepreneurship. You're searching for those answers to get you where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So these are the questions these are the things rather you want to be able to do. Okay. So don't neglect anything. Don't neglect anybody. And of course, too, how you dealing and talk with people. You never know who that one is. And again, all it take is that one. There are stories about people that started like you and I. That one individual changed the whole course of their, financial, the way of life, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So this is absolutely critical and important. Another thing too that I want to let you guys know. So get a little feedback. Few folks ask, well, why do you do what you're doing in your car? And I'm not offended by it, but it makes opportunity for a conversation. Okay, so the comment is one of the reasons why I do what I do in terms of talking to you guys in a car is because I am boots on the ground, right? This is what I do. Okay, so I am not this. What I talk about when I bring it to the forefront is legit. You can take it to the bank. But on top of just, talking about what's legit, I'm actually working. I'm in the midst of working as I'm talking to you guys. So I'm not just sitting around. I'm actually engaging. I left one event just to go to another, just to drive around and stuff like that. So I'm constantly engaging with people. I'm in my vehicle because this is my office. This is what I do. This is where the magic happens, so to speak, right? So what better way to talk about things than to be right in the midst of it? How can I possibly really, hook up with folks and talk with folks and maybe have them understand where I'm coming from if I'm somewhere else. I'm in an office space, and there's times that I will be, but often enough times I'm gonna be right here in this car or my other vehicle talking with you guys, engaging with you guys. You guys see what I'm doing and what I'm talking about. Uh, Not only makes sense, but it's pliable, it's working, and you see where I'm at. So as I progress in the business, then you'll see an elevation in what I talk about and what I'm doing, possibly another vehicle. All these things happen. So I'm bringing you to the forefront of, humble times, okay, to where I want to get to. Uh, and I want to be able to communicate with the community. So this is exactly why I'm, doing what I'm doing. Now I'll put pictures up, videos, whatever the case is. So there's nothing, you know, dramatic about my graphics. It's not all exhilarating. I mean, if I have to put something as far as graphics, I'm making a point somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I do know that people want results. They want answers, and talking a lot and producing less don't cut it. So this is why I'm in my vehicle, and this is why, like today, it's a great day because I got a chance to engage and be involved. You know what I'm saying? But then it takes some time, and I had to just search out answers. I had to look up stuff, and while it can be difficult at times, don't give up. I would encourage any and every last person start listening to motivation videos. You know what I'm saying? Good resource. You can kind of reach out to me on that, and I'll just kind of put it, you know, in my link and stuff like that on folks. You can look at that proven system that works and how. And remember, when you go into business for yourself, first thing that has to change is your mind. I would not be able to do what I'm doing if my mindset didn't change or was changing and evolving. And I want to continue to evolve to something better to where I can move further ahead than where I'm at right now. That's the whole idea. That's the whole point and purpose of life is to grow, to use your gifts, use your talents that God has given you. And notice that key thing. Your gifts and your talents come from God because God is creative, right? So if we say that he's creative, then ultimately he's given us this gift of creativity. Why are you not applying it and using it? Jesus made this thing about this parable about the talents, the 1, the 2, the 5, and then I think there was 1, 5, and 10. I know he talked about 2 separate times. Okay, the whole point was some took it and doubled it according to the talents or their gifts, basically their gifts. While the other, so I know in one particular one, the man that had 2 talents, he doubled, made for the one that had 5 talents, he made it, another 5. And then the person with the 1 talent, he could have doubled it. He knew that he wouldn't hit it. He should have at least, and notice what the pastor says, he should have at least invested it into something to gain interest off of it. And so the Lord, in that particular parable, scolded him. You should have done something more than that. Now, we understand that on the physical side of things, on the natural side, not just spiritually speaking, the natural side, what God has given you, you need to expound on it. You know what I'm saying? You need to do something with it. God created something in you, you need to do it. But just remember, above all that, give him glory, give him honor, because everything, whether you like it or not, comes from him. Okay? So your creativity, it comes from God, no matter what. So that's something for you to understand and for something for you to chew on. And I'll put that passage up so you can look at yourself, because I don't want you to take what I'm saying and believe on. I want you to look at it for yourself. So that's pretty much it from a video. And again, get yourself involved in committees, do something with your gifting, and be willing to go and move forward in what you're doing. You'd be surprised, and never neglect the very person you're talking to, because that one individual may make a difference. So if you do that, all will go well for you. So until next time, I'll come with you at episode 9 of OV Transport Guy. I will talk to you guys later, and be blessed this day and do what you do. Peace. Bye for now.